Hi, my name is Jeri, and today we're going to talk about the sway test. So the sway test is a really great way to just see if your body is energetically ready to consume something. So we're going to have a couple of items. So we're going to talk about just general foods, like some prepackaged foods, and then fruits, vegetables. I also have here my vitamins that I take, as well as some lotion and things along that lines. So the one thing that we want to talk about is, as you've seen in the hormone series, our hormones are constantly changing. They're changing due to what we eat, what our thoughts are, right? If we have negative thoughts, we might be producing a bit more cortisol. So our chemical composition of our body is constantly changing. So just because you can eat something one day doesn't mean you can eat it the next day. So what we want to do today is I want to show you how to sway test your food. And this is just a great way to get connected to your body and see what your body wants. A lot of times we ignore ourselves because we're told, this is healthy for us, and this is a better option for us, when in all actuality, we just need to dive down deep in ourselves to figure out what actually works best for us. Okay, so it's super simple. It really only takes a few minutes to do. And once you get the hang of it, really honestly, you can do it anywhere. I do it at the grocery store. So let's start off with something simple. We're gonna start off with an apple. So the one thing I will tell you is that I have an organic apple here. When I sway test non-organic apples, I actually tend to go backwards, and we're gonna talk about what that means. We just wanna stand with our feet hip width apart, and we're gonna take the item that we want and we're gonna pull it just below our breast line, above the navel, right into what we like to call the solar plexus, which is a chakra area. And this is our self-control and our personal power. And so what we're gonna do is just hold this close, and we're gonna close our eyes, and we're gonna allow our body to sway. So if you sway forward, imagine it's almost like your body going, oh, I want that, oh, I need that. It's going towards our food. If you don't sway at all and you stay neutral, it means your body can take it or leave it. It's not good, it's not bad, but your body seems like it will process it. And if your body goes backwards, that means I don't want it. You're trying to get away from the food, so it doesn't appear to be energetically balanced for you. And I also would like to say that this is just a fun way to test your food. If you do know that you have allergies or things like that, please work with your doctor if you're going to try to do this type of thing at home. This is just something that I do just to see if foods are good for me or maybe not so good for me. So let's get started. Again, our feet are hip width apart, and we're gonna get our back, so just pull those shoulders back, pull up on the spine, and we're gonna get a nice flat back. And then we're gonna pull this again just below the breast line, above the navel. This is our solar plexus. And we're gonna hold on to this food, and then we're just gonna close our eyes, and we're gonna ask, is this food energetically balanced for me? Okay, so I'm starting to sway forward, which again means that yes, the food is energetically balanced for me. Now, the trick that I found for apples, because I was getting a lot of no's, is I had to actually buy organic apples, and then my body was able to handle it. So that's just one trick to try out. Okay, so let's try something different. So these are my husband's favorite snack. I'm not actually a big fan of these. I ate way too much in my childhood, and this is just something that I just don't eat anymore, but he absolutely loves them. And I also wanted to show you something that's just kind of more prepackaged in a container, so you can kind of see. So there's only about a fourth of a container here left. So again, we're gonna pull this into our solar plexus. We're going to straighten up our spine, pull back our shoulders, and just close our eyes and ask, is this energetically balanced for my body? Okay, so I'm getting a no on this one, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change my intention. I'm going to think not about this whole container. I'm gonna think about if I put my hand in here and pulled out just a handful, which would be a perfect serving size for my body, right? Because your hand is a pretty good serving size. So I'm gonna try this again, except for I'm going to put the intention of a serving size. Is this product energetically balanced for my body? Okay, I'm going forward. So the difference is if I was gonna eat this entire container, it's a no-go. However, if I'm just gonna eat a handful of it, then this actually is something that I can process at the moment. So that's a really good trick to do. Again, you can do it with vegetables. So you can do it with a whole vegetable. Again, you can do the intentionality. Again, this one is organic. With potatoes, again, I find non-organic, I get no's on, and then organic, I get yeses on. So let's go ahead and try a vegetable. Is this potato energetically balanced for me? Okay, I'm getting like an instant yes. I'm so glad. I love potatoes. I eat potatoes almost like every day. I absolutely love them. The next thing I wanted to show you again, so you can do it with prepackaged snacks. You can also do it with things like honey or anything that's really in a container. Just remember that serving size may be something that's messing you up mentally. So always think about the serving size. I had a lot of trouble with honey. That's the reason I picked honey. I did a whole bunch of them, and a lot of them I kept getting no's on. Just a select few that I was able to actually be able to take. So let's go ahead and try this one out. So keeping intentionality that I'm only gonna have maybe tops 2 tablespoons. Is this honey energetically balanced for me? Okay, so I'm going forward. This one is good. Okay, so for the next one, I have this vitamin that I take. This is my prenatal vitamin. I am 7 months pregnant, so these I am really taking a lot these days. The recommendation for the bottle is to have 4 of these, but sometimes when I eat really healthy, I actually notice that I only need 3. So there's a few ways you can do it. You can keep it in the bottle and you can think intentionality. Okay, I'm only gonna have 4 of these. And so what you need to do is let's go high. Let's say I'm going to intentionality think of 5. So is my body energetically attuned to have 5 of these vitamins? Okay, so I'm getting a neutral. So it seems like it could take it, it could leave it, but I want to get a yes. So let's say, is my body energetically attuned to have 4 of these vitamins? I'm still getting a neutral. Okay, so let's go down to 3. This is actually generally what I take because most of the time when I sway test it, I haven't been sway testing lately because I always tend to get 3 and it looks like I'm still getting 3. So let's test on 3. Is my body energetically balanced to have 3 of these multivitamins? Okay, so I'm getting a yes. So this is an example of how you can do it with your supplements to figure out if your supplements are attuned to your body or if you need to take less of the supplements that you're taking. And of course, if you take multiple ones, you can also put them out in your hand. So you can like actually put your serving size in your hand and hold it close to your body. You don't necessarily have to keep it in here. Sometimes I just don't like to mix all the moisture and stuff with vitamins because you know how they can kind of get dissolved. But this is just a great way to test your vitamins. The next thing I wanted to show you is with lotions, cosmetics, all those types of things that we put on our body. Now, a lot of times we don't think about this as affecting our hormones or being part of our dietary diet. However, they absorb through your skin. So they do. So I always like to also sway test my cosmetics and sway test my lotions. So this one is a very healthy organic product that I actually get from India. It has all just natural oils and things like that. A lot of times when they have high chemical, I have very sensitive skin, so when they have a lot of chemicals, it's not really great for my body. So let's test this out. Is this lotion energetically attuned to my body? Okay, so I'm getting a yes. So that's how easy the sway test is. You can really just take anything, pull it into your solar plexus and ask the question, is it energetically attuned to me or is it energetically imbalanced for me? What the general rule is you can always eat anything that gives you a yes. Stick to about 20% neutral. And if something's pulling you away, really limit or try to avoid it. However, again, it's up to you. I have sometimes been a little naughty and eaten something that I've gotten a no answer on, but I knew I absolutely just wanted it. So it's totally up to you, but this should help you balance out your body as well as your hormones. So thank you so much for joining. Have a great day.